So if I'm paying that much and I still have to like purchase plane tickets and things like that to go back and forth, like how does that work?
The parties have some agreements in this matter. They agree that, well, they are requesting that the court name them as joint managing conservators of the child, born May 11th, 2018. Mr. Cams lives in California, and he will be coming to Texas, picking the child up for possession and access. Mr. Cams will be adding the child to his employers through health insurance through his employer at a cost of $70 per month for medical and $10 a month for dental. And retroactive child support is not an issue. Ms. Allen is not requesting that. And we will have testimony regarding a geographic restriction, the and the summer possession and access, and the amount of child support.
Okay, you may call your first witness.
Thank you. Ms. Allen,
Yes, ma'am.
please state your name.
Courtney Allen.
Okay. Did you hear the agreements of you and Mr. Cams that I recited to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Were those accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you believe those agreements are in the best interest of your child, Zoe?
Yes.
Are you requesting the court that the court not order a geographic restriction restricting your residence?
No.
You do not want a geographic restriction, correct?
No, ma'am.
Why do you not want that?
I'm not probably moving out of the county or moving out of the surrounding counties, but I didn't think that we needed one if we did decide to move.
Okay. Do you understand that, you're in agreement that I'm sorry, strike that, Your Honor. Where does Mr. Cams reside?
In California.
Was he residing in California when the child was conceived?
Yes.
And was the child conceived in Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you requesting that Mr. Cams pay child support in an amount pursuant to the guidelines in the state of Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
And regarding the possession and access that Mr. Cams will have in regard to your child, if he's requesting a longer period during the summer, do you have an objection to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you requesting that the court order the standard possession order as set out in the Texas Family Code?
Yes, ma'am. I agree to the standard.
Okay. I have nothing further for this witness at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
Ms. Gonzalez, please state your name for the record.
Adriana Gonzalez,
And how are you employed?
the Office of the Attorney General,
How long have you been employed by the Attorney General?
2 years,
And what is your current position?
Child Support Officer.
What are your duties as a child support officer?
I conduct investigation, calculate child support, retroactive child support, and medical support amount.
Did you review this case and any income information of Mr. Cams?
Yes.
And what did you determine to be Mr. Cam's gross monthly income?
The monthly gross income, it's $4,245 with 12 cents.
Okay. Your Honor, we would offer what's been marked as State's Exhibit 1, a 2023 child support calculation worksheet.
Does anyone object to me admitting the calculation worksheet as Exhibit 1? If you can unmute and speak out loud when
No.
you answer everyone. I'm sorry?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Allen, do you have any objection to me admitting it as State's Exhibit 1?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I will admit this as OAG 1. You may continue.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Gonzalez, does Mr. Cams have any other children that he was given credit for in this calculation of child support?
Yes, 2 other children that live at his home.
And was Mr. Cams given credit for the $70 medical insurance and $10 dental insurance that he will provide for the child?
Yes.
And what did you calculate the current child support to be in this case?
Um,
And you used 16%.
Did you say 550?
558.
Okay, I was gonna say, it's not what your exhibit says. Okay.
It's 558. Correct.
And the state is requesting that the court set child support in the amount of $558 to begin on June 1st, 2023.
Yes.
And the court order that Mr. Cams provide insurance through his employer.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. I have nothing further for this witness.
Okay, Mr. Cams, do you have any questions for Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes, I'm just trying to see like where will the 558 will be used, like what it will be used on.
Are you asking what the mother's going to use the child support for?
Yeah, like what is it used on? Like what is it based off of?
Oh, okay. So you're not asking what Ms. Allen will use it for. You're asking what Ms. Gonzalez based it on.
Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Gonzalez, are you able to answer that?
No.
You don't know what it was based on?
Oh, I'm sorry. The 558, it was based on the guidelines on the 16%.
Okay.
Where did you, so even though he lives in California, Texas has access to his income information?
He provided a pay stub.
Okay.
May I, Your Honor?
Yeah, I'll wait until you're done to ask my questions. You may continue.
Miss-
Or wait,
Mr.
Mr. Cams, do you have any other questions for Ms. Gonzalez?
No, I don't.
Okay, Mr. Fethern, do you have any further questions?
So Ms. Gonzalez, Mr. Cams provided pay stubs to you from his current employer, is that correct? And in your duties as a child support officer, you calculated the guideline child support as set out in the Texas Family Code, giving him credit for his other children and the medical and dental insurance that he will provide.
That's correct.
Thank you. I have nothing further.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
Mr. Cams, would you please state your name for the court?
Shane Camps.
And did you hear the agreements I initially read to the court in this matter regarding the parties being named joint managing conservators, et cetera?
Yes, ma'am.
And were those agreements accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
And you will provide health insurance through your employer for your child, Zoe?
Yes, ma'am.
And you do reside in California. Was the child conceived in the state of Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are asking the court to order a geographic restriction for Miss Allen and your child, is that correct? Why is that?
Oh, because like I do plan on moving back to Texas, and it's just I don't feel like that she should be able to move like anywhere she wants, because then I would have to move closer to be with my child. So I do plan on moving back. So I just think staying within the county and like that would be cool.
And you have agreed on all the terms of the standard possession order except for the summertime possession, is that correct?
The summertime, because I'm not able to like do the weekends, 1 month a weekend. And me and Miss Allen always agreed on when Zoe turns 5 that she will be able to spend summers with me. And now she turned 5 tomorrow, and now we're in court. Like I was trying to see like if I can just get summers since she have her in school for school.
You want the entire summer?
Yeah.
From what date to what date?
I wanted to get her like when she get out of school until like July 31st, August 1st.
So do you know what the standard possession order gives somebody who's over?
I do.
miles away?
Yeah, once a month. They give, you said,
That's
1
not what you
month
get over-
a summer.
That's not what you get over the summer, sir.
Oh, what you get, man? I don't know. That's the lady said.
Mr. Spethern, can you ask him questions about this to clarify?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cams, explain to the court again exactly what you're asking for during the summertime.
I just want my daughter for the summertime because I'm not able to get her. That 1 weekend, they said 1 weekend a month or something like that. I'm not able to do that because I stay in California. So I just wanted the summertime, and me and Miss Allen had agreed on that that's been the agreement when she turned 5, but now it's different. So
Have you actually looked at a standard possession order?
no.
Mr. Cams,
Yes, ma'am.
are you asking to have the child for a period of time longer than 42 days beginning not earlier than the day the child's school is dismissed for the summer and not ending later than 7 days before school resumes at the end of the summer.
Oh, no, that's perfect for the summer. That's perfect.
That's perfect. Okay. And if that is what is provided with the standard possession order, you're in agreement to that. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, you said 42 days, up to 42 days.
42 days in the summertime.
Yes, that's cool with me.
Okay. Are you in agreement with paying the guideline child support as to $558 per month?
Nah, I'm not.
Why not?
I just feel like I'm in California. It's very expensive out there, so I'm willing to pay like $300 a month because my daughter, she's not in daycare or anything like that, and I'm gonna provide insurance for her. I just feel like at least $300 is fair for her.
Do you
to-
understand that under the Texas Family Code, we calculate child support pursuant to the guidelines, and that's pretty much across the board for non-custodial parents.
Okay.
And based on our calculations, child support comes to the amount of $558.
It's just kind of like pricey because California take out so much. I guess say 4,200, but that's not what I bring home. So
Okay. Do you believe that the provisions we've discussed and what you're requesting would be in the best interest of your child?
yes,
We have nothing further for this witness, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, do you pay taxes in California?
yes, ma'am.
To
State
the state of
and federal.
California?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any other witnesses, Mr. Fethern?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Allen, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Kams, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
Judge,
Mhm.
I do have a request. We would request that the court order Mr. Cams to pay court costs in this matter as billed by by Galveston County.
That's crazy.
Okay, why don't you ask him questions about that? Because it wasn't part of the agreement and he didn't get a chance to respond to that.
Mr. Cams,
Yes, ma'am.
do you have any issues with paying the court costs in this matter?
I do because I'm not the one that filed, and I wasn't even trying to come to court. So
Do you understand that non-custodial parents are generally ordered to pay court costs in a case such as this?
if I got to, but it is what it is.
Thank you, Mr. Cams. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. Sir, when do you plan on moving?
I actually have an open case in California. I have my son. I have joint custody, so I can't leave until he decides. So he's 12 right now, and he can decide at any time, like to move to Texas. But I got an open case in California too. That's why I have to move to California to raise my son. I have him like every day throughout the week. His mom have him on weekends.
And Mr. Fethern, has anyone at the AG's office calculated the state income taxes? Because I don't believe Mr. Cams was given credit for that. Are you
No,
ready
Your
to
Honor.
testimony about it?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to give you all some time to calculate that.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, it's 154.062D. The court shall deduct the following items from net resources to determine net resources: Social Security taxes, federal income taxes, state income taxes, number 3.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Gonzalez can testify. Ms. Gonzalez,
Yes.
did you calculate child support giving Mr. Cams credit for the state income tax that he pays in California?
Yes. So giving him a credit of 128. The child support based on that credit, it did reduce to 538.
There was a state requesting that Mr. Cams be ordered to pay $538 in child support beginning June 1st of 2023. Ms. Gonzalez,
Yes.
thank you. I have nothing further for this witness.
Ma'am, how did you calculate that?
So I did give him credit with so his gross income of 4,245 and 12 cents. did give him credit for the $80 for the medical and dental, and also gave him credit for the 128. The net resource came out to 3,350.
My question is, how did you get the 128?
Okay, based on his pay stub, it reflects what is year to date.
Okay.
Okay, yes. I do apologize, Judge.
Mr. Cams, is there something you'd like to say?
Yeah, so if I'm paying that much and I still have to like purchase plane tickets and things like that to go back and forth, like how does that work? Will she be able to meet me halfway? Like, cause like, how does that work?
My understanding, and Mr. Fethon, you might need to confirm this. I thought part of their agreement involved this issue.
That was my understanding, Your Honor, that they had an agreement that Mr. Cams would come pick the child up in Texas. Was that your agreement, Mr. Cams?
Not if I'm paying that much monthly. I think like it should be split. Like she can bring her and I can take her back. Like if I'm paying that much in child support, that's a lot.
When you made that agreement that you would come pick the child up in Texas, were you aware that we were requesting that you be ordered to pay $558 in child
Not
support?
that price. I thought we was gonna agree to like what I had been doing, what I had been paying her.
So you're not in agreement with coming to pick the child up in Texas?
Not all the time. I think it should be split if I'm gonna pay that much.
How would you suggest the judge order that split?
She can bring her, and I can receive her or meet me halfway or something. Like I just think it should be split up. Like she can bring her and I can bring her home, or like.
Do you believe that would be in the best interest of your child?
Yes.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Allen, do you have a response to this?
Yes, ma'am. I being that he is the parent, that he lives in California, the other parent, I thought we had always agreed that in the best interest for the child, he will come and get her and he will bring her back. She is only tomorrow, like we stated, she's turning 5 tomorrow. She's only 5, a little girl. Can't ride on a plane by herself without, her parent. So I just think if you wanted to bring her back to California, that you should be able to come and get her, take her, and then bring her back when it's time.
Okay. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to say?
No, ma'am.
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Cams, you're on mute.
No, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to approve your agreements for the most part. I'm going to find that there's long arm in the case. I'm going to approve a joint managing conservatorship. When I do residency restrictions, I look at where things are now, not where they might be. And I'm very pro residency restrictions because but I use them to keep the children near both parents because I believe that parents being near children is a good thing, so that the kids can see both parents a lot. This is a flipped case where right now you're not living near each other. And so I can't base it on you might move back, just like I can't base decisions when other parents might move. I usually hearing a lot where the custodial parent tells me they might move in the future, and so they don't want a residency restriction. And so it would be great if you two live near each other. I'm not trying to discourage that from happening, but I also don't want to restrain somebody who might move closer to you one day, sir. Ms. Allen could, right now you don't live near each other. So I'm not going to order a residency restriction. If in the future things change, with all child support with all family law matters, with regard to children, they're always on the table to be looked at that time because things change over time for everybody in the case. But at this point, I'm not going to order a residency restriction. I'm going to approve, I believe I'm going to order insurance through Mr. Cam's employment, as well as dental insurance through his employment. I'm going to approve no back child support. I'm going to order visitation per the standard possession order. And for child support, because he is going to be doing a lot of plane fares and flights are quite expensive right now, I'm going to reduce the child support a little based on that. I'm going to find guideline support would be the $538 because he gets credit for that. But I'm going to set child support at $450 a month in light of the travel. And that will begin June 1st of 2023.
Your Honor, did you say $450?
Yes,
You broke up a little bit. Thank you.
yeah, the reception's not very good in this office, or the internet's not very good in this office. Okay, the AG's office is gonna draft an order based on my ruling today. And, and I'll order court costs against Mr. Cams due on or before November 30th, 2023. That's only if you receive a bill from Galveston County. I'm not sure they're sending them out or not. And so, as I said, the AG's office is gonna draft an order based on the ruling today, and they'll send it to you all through DocuSign to look at, and you can ask them any questions and sign off on it. Okay.
Thank you,
But thank you
Judge.
both for
Thank
coming
you,
in today,
Judge.
and good luck going forward. Good luck with everything. And Ms. Eschenberg will help you get back into your rooms.
Thank you.